Hello, baddies, babes, and gents. Welcome to Bad Girls Talk. I am Wisdom's daughter, and we have some things we need to talk about. We're going to get into some things. We're going to be talking about surviving Sylvia, the wolf in sheep's clothing who sold her soul for views. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, after you hit the like button, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can participate in the live chat, but also so that you can be notified whenever I go live or drop a new video. And for those of you who've been here before, well, welcome back. So we're going to get right into this evening's topic. Again, surviving Sylvia, the wolf in sheep's clothing who sold her soul for views. And so for those of you who may not be familiar with the content creator, infamous Sylvia, you'll learn a little bit more about her this evening. Now, I know that there are a number of you who, because I looked at the pre-show comments, I know that there are a number of you who might believe that I came ready to battle, ready to rumble with infamous Sylvia. I'm telling you, the gloves are off. I am not here to battle. What I am here to do is to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And so for those supporters that may be in the bushes, you are welcome to stay, but take my advice. You might want to sit this one out because you might not like what you're going to hear. And that is quite all right. I'm here to tell the truth as I believe it to be so. So before we get into what we're going to get into for this live, let me go ahead and greet those who were first in the building. And so for the first 10 people that are in the building, I'm going to give you a shout out, and we'll be doing member shout outs throughout the live. And so again, if you haven't already done so, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You will have to be a member for 10 minutes in order for you to participate in the live chat. So welcome Jam, first in the building. Jam's been on it. She's first in the building. Anissa Ali, hello, beautiful WD. Well, hello, beautiful Queen Anissa. I got to listen to me. Kia Elder in the building. She said, ooh. And PD's finest said, yes. This gonna be good, ham hock. You funny. Nubian Queen in the building. Sam Cake, Menu Mindset. I have got Nesto Shackle, Shuffle Walker, Shame said good evening, BGT, and chat. Happy Sunday evening to you as well. Miss CLC is in the building. I've got Justin's mom, Attitude, and Tylenol. I love it. In Southside Chi-Town, 73. Thank you so much for being here. To all of you that are on, and certainly again to the new people, welcome. And so, yeah, we're going to get into a conversation. So let's go ahead and get started. Give me just a second. I'm trying to pull something up here for you guys. See if I can pull this up here for you. So here's the context. So YouTuber and self-proclaimed court journalist infamous Sylvia is living up and has lived up to her name, harassing, stalking, doxing, and even threatening anyone who would get in her way, even belittling people who ask simple questions in her live chat. Hiding behind her so-called religion, she has often used her faith to cover up wrongdoings, to manipulate people into taking her side, using crocodile tears to garner sympathy and cash apps. With her high-pitched, sweet baby voice, she's fooled many into trusting her, engaging in schemes, all for a YouTube check. Gotta love a good Christian. People have been lied about, doxed, and bullied by this, lukewarm Christian. They're fed up and they're speaking out. Don't let the old woman act fool you. Infamous Sylvia is dangerous and she must be stopped. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So I will be opening up the live chat just shortly for any of you that would like to tell your story, because many people have been affected by this woman. Interestingly enough, as much as she wants YouTube fame, she's only known in small circles here in Atlanta, but she has had an impact on people, and that impact is very far-reaching, but it has not been a positive one. And so we're going to be telling it all, and we're going to be telling the truth. And then I got some tea to drop on y'all. Y'all know I always got some tea. I got some tea to drop on y'all because some information came to me about an hour and a half before the live, and I don't even know what to say, y'all. I don't even know what to say with the information that was shared with me on this evening. At this point, it's just after a while you realize a person just is who they is, and so that is what we are dealing with on today. And so hold on just a minute, I want to acknowledge Country Cruiser. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Queen Country Cruiser. I appreciate you. She's been following me on my other channel. Make sure you also follow me on all of my platforms on I Am Wisdom's Daughter, here at Bad Girls Talk, and the Work Podcast. And so thank you so much for your membership. Shout out to all of my mods. I appreciate each and every one of you. Some of you may have noticed that you have a blue wrench. Congratulations, and thank you for modding on the channel. And so I will be sharing with you in just a little bit the information that was shared with me, because as much as I want to say I don't believe it, I'm not surprised. And if this, in fact, is the case, then it may likely be coming out during trial. And so as we talked about on the live the other night, so if you guys were not on my live on Friday night on Wisdom's Daughter, baby, you got to go and check that one out. Thank you so much for the over 7,000 views. We had a really good time, and we put some tea out there, because this woman, she likes to tell a lie. And the thing is, it's not so much about surviving Sylvia. It's about, will Sylvia survive? Will she survive her own downfall? Will she survive her own shenanigans? Will she survive the crimes that she's committed and try to cover up? Again, I had an interesting conversation earlier today, and it just... it was eye-opening, to say the least. So I'll be dropping that tea on y'all in just a little bit. I'm trying to give some more people an opportunity to get here. So give me just a minute to do a couple things, and we're going to get into it. So first thing I'm going to do, let me go ahead and drop the link, because I know that there were a couple of people that emailed me. You guys had a story to tell, and you wanted to share your story, your survival story. So here's the deal. There are a number of people that have been, I can't call it anything but what it is. They've been victimized by this content creator who, is claiming to be a woman of God, of faith, praying on her channel and everything else, who has truly, truly hurt people. I was late because I was actually trying to find the live that she did where she was threatening to send one of the people in the chat, someone who came to her live to support her, and their watch time is what is paying her and providing her with this YouTube check, threatened to send Nesto, a convicted criminal who is currently facing a number of charges, including SA and child P and a number of other things, fraud and everything else, RICO charges, threatened to send him their personal information because she didn't like the fact that they were asking questions. Can you imagine how scary that would have to be, knowing that a particular content creator who is connected to the courts can get information very easily and might actually take your personal information and send it to somebody who's currently behind bars? Yeah, because you know what? That's what Christians do, don't they? Yeah, they threaten people. Yeah, that's what Christians do. Savannah Clover said maybe if she got a full-time job, she would disappear off social media. Well, part of the reason why I'm doing this live is because there are a number of us that think it's time for her to come off social media. She represents everything that YouTube does not stand for. Everything that YouTube is trying to prevent: the doxing, the bullying, the threatening, the disrespect, the lying, the gaslighting, the throwing under the bus, the pointing the finger, the throwing a rock and hiding your hand. This is the kind of person that we are dealing with. The Cash App scams. So we're going to be getting into all of that. And again, my question is, because I do believe those who've been victimized by this woman will survive, but will she survive? And with the information that was presented to me tonight, well, all I can say is I'm not too sure if she is going to survive. So again, stay tuned for that. That's some information to drop on you all that came to me a little bit earlier this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and pin the link in case you want to call in and share your story. Some of you have brought your stories to me, and I will be sharing just in case you're not here. But certainly, if you want to tell your own story, you are definitely welcome to do that. You're quite welcome to share your own story. So let's go ahead and get started. And I guess the first story that I will tell is my own. Tell you the story, and some of you have heard it before, of how I met this content creator, infamous Sylvia. And so it's exciting when you're new to YouTube and you find out that there are other content creators that are in your town and they're doing something very unique, such as, covering local crime cases, criminal cases, and, going to different areas to kind of, investigate, and going on, field trips and showing people in real time what they would not ordinarily be able to see because they don't live here. And as a new content creator, even though the person is a little strange, even though the person doesn't read too well, even though the person does things that you find odd, you're still excited. And so on one particular live, let me backtrack. It is very easy to get caught in infamous Sylvia's web. Her web is that high-pitched voice that disarms you, that makes you feel that it's safe. And the worst thing in the world is for someone to pretend that they are a safe space and then betray you and stab you in the back later on. And so I agreed to meet her in person and to go on what we called a field trip to investigate some of the places that were mentioned in the Ernest Williams case, which is a local case going on here in Atlanta. And I was live and she was live. And the first time that we were set to meet, I don't think she thought I was coming. But I showed up. And it took her forever to get to me. I waited a couple of hours. And what I found out later is that she was talking about me on her own live like a dog. I don't know if you guys know that to this day, I still haven't looked at it. I still haven't looked at the footage. I don't want to look at it because I want to stay out of jail. Let me just say that. And I don't know how I will react to it. And so I choose to just let it go. But of course, it got back to me, the things that were said about me, just absolutely disgusting. Just as disgusting as the folds in her neck, okay, that you could pretend to be a concerned citizen, pretend to be a friend, that you could pretend to be someone who cares when really, as the title says, you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. And so had no idea what was going on, even though I was forewarned, like many of you, about this person. And so, but I didn't find out what she was really like until later on. And ultimately was told, hey, listen, IS is doing a whole live and they're talking about you. You better get over there. Went over there. I was in the bushes. Yeah, I was in the bushes with my tea, like, And then when I finally announced myself, the conversation turned from my name to raccoon soup and all types of foolishness. Ever walked into a room and, people been talking about you? And so I announced myself. And where we went wrong is that infamous Sylvia ultimately tried to lie about the fact that she had an interview with someone in this case that we really wanted to talk about. And instead of just coming out and saying, hey, listen, you know what? I tried to get the interview. It didn't work out. She made everyone believe that she had the interview. And so her own mods threw her under the bus by saying, listen, it's canceled. There is no interview. It's canceled. And so when I posted that, I said, if it's canceled and she wanted the interview, then it must have been canceled by the person who the interview was supposed to be with. And I posted, Dre canceled the interview. She turns around and tells everybody that I'm putting out false information. And how can an interview be canceled when it was never scheduled? What? So you knew that you didn't have the interview and you just told everybody that you did? And so what they were trying to do is make it seem like I was the one not having integrity and putting false information out there, or people are talking about me like a dog. One thing you don't want to do is come from my character. If I make a mistake, I'm going to own up to it. But what I'm not going to let you do is lie on me. And so ever since then, instead of her owning up to her mistake, it would have been better to say, hey, listen, guys, I tried. I'm sorry. But again, that's what happens when you sell your soul to the devil for clicks and views, right? And for likes and for a YouTube check, you know? And so that is where we went wrong. And I realized what kind of person she was. And I decided to keep my distance. I didn't want to be associated with someone who would do that, because we were beginning to get to know each other and developing what I thought would be a budding friendship. Little did I know the extent of the insanity that of this woman, and how deep her evil deeds go. And like I said, I'll be sharing with you in a little bit some information that was passed on to me. And so that's where we went wrong with me. It just rubbed me the wrong way. And then it went from that to her being locked up for crimes that she committed. She doesn't want to talk about it now. Okay, the harassing and the stalking and putting an air tag on another content creator's car. I realized that she's crazy. I can't be around this woman. And because I was associated with her, it hurt my reputation just a little bit. You know, people were trying to understand, well, you were hanging out with her. Now why are you talking bad about her? So it looked like I just turned on her without people having any context. And so she was in jail. And what she didn't know is that me, along with some other content creators, they know who they are, I don't have to mention their names, were trying to come up with a plan on how we can help bail her out. And she responded by calling us a gang, that we were ganging up on her. And that, you know, we turned our back on her, and she's holier than thou because, you know, she feels convicted about calling Nesto guilty. No one ever said that. Another content creator who's not here, but I know her story, befriended her, told people about her channel. Many people came to her channel because of this content creator. Okay. She also helped infamous Sylvia with all the background stuff when it comes to YouTube, how to monetize your channel. The woman didn't even know how to monetize her channel. She's doing all these lives and not making any money because she didn't know what she was doing. And this person walked her through every single step. And for her to turn around and say that she's being bullied, that this person is bullying her, it was a stab in the back, because this person doesn't have a mean bone in their body. You know, what's sad is that this is not just a mean girl situation. This is a content creator who should not legally be on YouTube, has committed all types of fraud, right? Gotten caught, and people still are over there smelling her behind like it's roses. Anyway, another content creator, I don't know if this content creator will be on tonight, but was very instrumental in getting her moved from the Fulton County Rice Jail. That's the jail where the gentleman was eaten alive by bedbugs. That's where she was for days. Got her moved to a better jail. Didn't get a thank you. Didn't get, if anything, it was even worse. Coming after me, you know, calling me wisdom's devil and all type of stuff. Look at the pot calling the kettle black. And so this is what has been. Now, there are other stories that I've heard worse than this, okay? There's another person, again, I'm not going to call her name. She might be in the chat, I'm not sure, but she shared a heart-wrenching story with me. She was over there and, you know, got, you know, befriended infamous Sylvia, gave infamous Sylvia, you know, her information, exchange, email, and all this stuff because they were talking and getting to know each other. And infamous Sylvia doesn't read well. She doesn't. And so infamous Sylvia wanted this person to read for her. And she was doing that. She was literally there to be. Can you imagine that? Wisdom's daughter got somebody here up on the live with her to read her documents because I got 3 master's degrees and I can't read. And so she was doing that, but then there were times when she wasn't available. And infamous is throwing a whole tantrum because this woman is not available to read for her. Well, who am I going to get? I'll just get somebody else. Just as nasty. And so when she finally did, make it over there because she still wanted to support, she said she felt like she walked into the lion's den. They were talking about her, they were giggling, they were making jokes. And then Sylvia doxed her, put all her information out there for everybody to know, put out her address, her email, everything. That's what you do to the person who helped you? Really? Okay. I'm not surprised that she likes the likes of people like R. Kelly, right? There's a number of people who have survival stories when it comes to him. I'm not surprised that she would do things like take her teenage daughter to visit a pedophile and hug on him and take pictures and carrying on. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised anymore. But I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the facade. I'm tired of this person, hiding behind, the faith, the religion. No, it's time for her to be exposed. Quite simple. Superfly said, "Who wants some popcorn? I got some." Dawn Phonics can't help her, but it's sad because what she's really done is destroy trust, right? I have a hard time dealing in person with people from YouTube now because of her. Because I'm wondering, well, are they going to turn out to be psychotic? Who am I dealing with here? Who's the real person? Jenny Not from the Block says, Bad Girls Talk, what was the date when you guys were supposed to meet in person for the first time and you were told she was live talking, and you were told she was on live talking to her cult? The second time was December 31st. So the first time, let me see if I can go to my channel and look it up. I'll get that information for you. I'll get it for you. I'll go to, because I was live that day as well. So I'll go to my live. I'll be able to tell you. Superfly said, I'm tired of the witness blaming and crap and talking about victims. I actually found the live that I did where I aired the audio of Sonia's jail call where she's telling Nesto. I think there was a jail call and a video call where she's telling Nesto that she received victim information from Sylvia. But Sylvia just went live 3 days ago and said that she never sent victim information. But you know what? She can lie to us, but she can't lie to the prosecutor because they already got the information. They already got it, right? They already got it. And I talked about it on the other live. If she had anything to do with this notary document of this power of attorney and she didn't do it in the proper way, right? If Sonia just came to her like, do me a solid, I'm going to get Nesto's signature, but here's my signature, notarize this. She is in a world of trouble. I spoke to a legal expert and they were like, oh no, yeah. Because from that, it will spiral. If you notice with this case, Nesto's case started with something very, very simple, and then it escalated real fast, and it just unraveled, like pulling a thread, off a sweater, and it just unravels, right? And so that's what will happen with her. It will be one thing and the next thing and the next thing. We're actually going to read some text messages where Sonia mentions Bible Lady. And y'all, I found text messages between them that damn near proves either an attempt of obstruction of justice or some type of conspiracy, right? Well, I'm going to read it to y'all in just a second. I'm going to read it to you guys in just a second. But these are the kind of things that she does. I have listened to her belittle people asking questions, and she's made them feel real small. Well, I don't deal with people asking stupid questions. So if you want to ask stupid questions, you got to get up out of here because I already talked about this and yada, yada, yada. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of it now. I'm tired of it. I don't have any ill will towards the woman. I'm tired. And I really don't think she should be on YouTube. I don't, think that YouTube really understands the extent of what she has done. But honestly, if there was a petition, I'm sure that there will be thousands of names, right? Of people, stating their intent that she should not be allowed to be on YouTube anymore. Excuse me. I'm going to find this live because you asked about it, and I will tell you, I believe I still have it. If not, I will have to put it in the comments. And yeah, I'll look for those later because they're not. I think I archived those videos. Anyway, let me get to these text messages. Let me show you guys something because I want to know if it's just me or do you see what I see? That's what I want to know. Do you see what I see? It's civil. Give up the documents. It's civil. Sonia, give up the document. Sonia has to give up the documents now. And I had someone else analyze the live that she did, and what they told me was that she looked shook. She looked shook. And the fact that she, in the middle of her live, just started going into prayer, praying like her life depends on it because her life depends on it. Yeah, she's her lies and all that crap talking is already caught up to her. I can't even say catching up to her. It has caught up to her. Hang on a second. I'm trying to see. Let me hold on a second. Let's go. Email. Okay, here we go. Tablet messages. I believe this is the one. Let's see. Nope. Hold on. Not the one. Oh, got it. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's review these text messages. Because my question is, will Sylvia survive? Will she skate through this like she does with everyone else? Right? She uses that, well, I'm not hurting anybody. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. We're going to read these text messages, and I want to share with you what was told to me earlier today. And I will tell you when it's time to brace. I got you. All right. Let's take a look at these text messages. So these are the text messages that were provided by phone calls from prison. Okay. And there are 211 pages of text messages. Okay. So what I did is I did a Control F and I just typed in Bible Lady to see how many searches came up under the name Bible Lady. And there are 61 times the word Bible Lady comes up in these text messages. And these messages are from, I believe, November of 2022 all the way through May of 2024. Okay. I went to the doctor and had a prostate exam. My blood pressure was extremely high still. And Bible Lady did come today. It was good. Did you send the pics of you yet? This is Ernest to Sonia. Okay. Let's go to the next one. We're not going to read all their messages. All right. So here they are again. And this is, I'm going from most recent back to the beginning. So May 25th of this year. Bible Lady's diabetes is acting up. Won't make it. You get more innocent people info. Yes, she thanked me. Love you. This is Sonia to Ernest. Okay. So Sonia's telling Nesto that infamous Sylvia's diabetes is acting up, that she's not going to make it. Apparently she was going to come. And she's asking Nesto, I guess, if he got more innocent people's info. And he says, yes, she thanked me. Love you. Not sure what that means, but that's what he said. Then Nesto says Midtown and Little 5 Points. Bible Lady coming at 10 a.m., I believe. The government lady received your prayers. I don't know who the government lady is. The government lady received your prayers. The text you sent, she said, was nice. I'm hoping the news you received was great. This is Nesto to Sonia. Okay? The government lady received your prayers. I wasn't aware that Sonia be praying. I wasn't aware at all. Because as far as I thought she was an atheist. That's anyway. All right, let's go to the next one. So this is also in May. Nesto says, what are you doing? You feeling better? And then he or I believe maybe he was asked. I'm not sure. These text messages are backwards, so apologies. So he says, only you and Dre and this Naomi person. I did receive that letter from Baltimore lady back in February, but besides that, you and Bible Lady have been my only visitors. Tell Bible Lady she can just wait to see me next week in court. I just don't have any more conversation to donate to the YouTube channel Laugh Out Loud until I'm free. Interesting choice of words. I just don't have any more conversation to donate to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, June's Poetry, for becoming a member king. I appreciate you. Welcome to the BGT family. Tell Bible Lady she can wait to see me next week. I just don't have any more conversation to donate to the YouTube channel Laugh Out Loud until I'm free. I wonder whose channel he's referring to. Her channel? Whose channel is he referring to? It's just curious. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me reverse the order of these messages to the first messages until recent. So let me just do that. It's going to be easier for me to read it that way because it's much harder trying to go backwards. And thank you guys again so much for the support. If you didn't already do so, just make sure you hit the like button. Okay, and now my computer's just moving on its own, so we're going to let it do whatever it's doing. Because apparently I hit that mouse just too many doggone times. Listen, I hit that mouse like I was trying to kill the like button. All right, hang on. All right, and give me just 1 second. I have an incense burner on, and it is certainly irritating my throat. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you. All right. So it looks like in terms of the text messages, it started in February of 2024. Okay, let's read. Nesto says to Sonia, as far as that truck, it's going to take a real lawyer to deal with that while I'm here. Because as you see, what I'm working with is not that strong. And do not have the fight in him and street sense to win a battle. So that's why I have to get out of here, to get my own team to understand my lingo. Because I need to get this off of me so I can get back on social media. That's how I'm going to be making my streaming income from my platform. Nesto, what platform? What platform was you? What is tea is hot? What platform were you going to be getting some streaming income from? I guess he thought that he could do better than Sonia, because if you remember by this time, Sonia's GoFundMe was a dud. June's Poetry gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so very much, King. I appreciate you, and may your gift return back to you tenfold. We have 5 new people joining the BGT family. I've got Miami Lady T. You were gifted. Mai Tai was gifted. Jenny, not from the block, was gifted. And MNPD, one of my mods, was gifted, and Black Rose was gifted, courtesy of none other than King June's Poetry. Thank you so very much. And again, may your gift return back to you tenfold. I appreciate the support. Make sure you give a huge BGT thank you to June's Poetry for the memberships that you were gifted. And if you are interested in being gifted a membership, make sure you have turned on that capability. If you go into the app, on your phone, it's probably the easiest way to do it. And I think there is, depending on the kind of phone that you have, you'll either see a $sign. If you click on that, it should pop up a drop-down menu that will allow you to turn on gifting so you can be gifted. All right, so Nesto thinks he's going to make streaming income on his platform. So he wants to get back on social media. So it's no way I can deal with that truck until I get out of here. That's why I need those body cameras. That's a lot of unanswered questions that I have the key to. I'm grateful I have a bond because they could make it a cash bond and I wouldn't have no way of getting out. At least I still have a fighting chance now. So get past the money and get on the future, because the money is already here now, because I know the case is going to get dropped, because I knew my lawyer didn't say anything to the DA on my behalf of the proof that I'm innocent, and there's no way I could have committed that crime because I'm an innocent man. Nesto don't never do anything. Isn't that funny? He don't never do anything. I am Mrs. BB Queen. Thank you so very much for gifting 5 memberships. Let me see who got gifted. Oh, you guys are showing out today. I appreciate y'all so very much. So Southside Chi-Town 73. My girl got gifted. Superfly got gifted. Attitude and Tylenol. The Bushes said. And Kingdom Kush, you all were gifted by I Am Mrs. BB. Welcome to the BGT family. And I Am Mrs. BB. May your gift return back to you tenfold, Queen. I appreciate you so much. All right, so Nesto is innocent, y'all. Okay, just in case y'all didn't know, he innocent. Not because he's been proven innocent, just because he said so. And there's no way he could have committed that crime, according to him, because I gave her all the facts she needed. So do not email her or Joe any more of these matters, because I'm going backwards. This is Nesto telling Sonia, his side chick at the time, who is now his girlfriend, I don't know, his friend, who knows, telling her to stop emailing his public defender, Hannah Rondon. They didn't tell me that Bible lady was there because they wanted to keep them silent up to that point. So I'm just going to sleep all day because I'm depressed like an MFer. And I know she's going to try to come see me tomorrow, and I will sit down and pray with her. Sonia says, I'm not going to Africa until court is done. I need $60K to get you out. I will work on that Monday. Really, Sonia? Really? Boo-boo? You. She said, I'm going to work on it Monday. Okay, baby, we're going to hold our breath, okay? We are going to hold our breath until Monday. Because everything and only anything gets done on Monday. Okay. So that's when they first mentioned Bible Lady. Let's go to the next one. All right. Now this is in March. Today has been an awesome day. This is Nesto. Today's message was something I wasn't expecting. It was so powerful. I had to take down my own glasses and wipe a tear from my eyes. I can see every move being made through you. God definitely has his hand on you because you haven't missed yet. Nesto might have spoken too soon because she definitely missed the mark. It's funny now going back and reading all these messages, right? Superfly said it's going to be a new season coming soon. 2 ladies in Colin Bank during lockup. Civil Rico style, baby. Superfly, you are a hot mess. Miami Lady T says she don't even have money for her own lawyer. She emailing Wooten. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Whew. All right. So let's get back to it. This is funny. Nesto basically is saying that Sonia hasn't missed yet. Well, I would say that she has certainly missed the mark now. I know I'll be home soon. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. The email that came from my kids to the Bible lady was very powerful. And all the liars are coming to the forefront. Wait a minute, pump your brakes. The email that came from my kids to Bible lady was very powerful. And all the liars are coming to the forefront. Why are Nesto's children emailing Bible lady? Why are they? Dion told him to stop all that crying. Show did. And he didn't like that. He went crying to Dre about it. So Bible lady is now all up in this case. Now, just for context, she is a self-proclaimed court journalist, right? She's a court vlogger for sure. She's in the court, filming and taking photos like, other people. Okay, I don't know how much, real investigative journalism she's engaging in beyond being nosy and getting into spaces and places she shouldn't be in. So the kids are emailing Bible lady. Okay. Will Nesto survive Sylvia? That's my question to you. Because you know what? For the people who have been hurt, disappointed, discouraged, downtrodden, all right, talked about, lied on, lied to, lied about by infamous Sylvia, that is nothing compared to the damage that this woman has done to this man's case. And the simple fact is, he may never, ever get out of jail because of how this case has been compromised. And what was it all for? Read the title. Okay? Views. God is working in our favor in Allah's holy name. Wait a minute. Let's go. Okay. I can't wait to sit in front of the bonfire with the marshmallows, knowing all this has been put behind us, only in your dreams, sir, because there will be no bonfire. There will be no marshmallows, and there will probably be no outside save 1 hour a day. Anyway, I also hope they publish this visit on their channel ASAP, because those idiots get a hold and chop it all up. Love you and enjoy this beautiful Sunday. Laid up in your bed looking over RVs. Nesto, your side chick was just dreaming, okay? That's all she does. She dreams about things that she's going to do that never get done, and things that she's going to buy that never get bought. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Today, I needed to get something off my chest, Nesto says to Sonia. Because I thought about you, about what you said, and you were right. And the lady who wrote you the message concerning how she was unjustly incarcerated and she didn't like how wifey abandoned ship during this difficult time. So during the conversation with Bible Lady, I made a statement saying that 10 years ago, I made a PSA to the world. I would die for the woman I was in love with. But if the enemy put my head in the guillotine, and if I ceased preaching God's word, the devil would spare me. Preaching God's word? Nesto's a preacher too? We know he's a con artist. We know that he was selling dope. We know that he was flipping cars and sawing off the VIN number. We know allegedly that, because this is all alleged. When I say we know, from what it sounds like with the evidence presented and from what he's been accused of. All right, it's possible, according to his history. Now, some of this is true because he pled guilty. He was convicted. So, but it's possible that, he may have forced himself on some women and touched some other women inappropriately. We know that he was stealing cars and stealing people's money and stealing motorcycles and stealing motorhomes and motor coaches and doing all types of stuff. We know that. I didn't know he was a preacher, but okay. But I said, no, just let me die. And the blade come crashing through my neck, finding my head bloody in a basket, because I'm not turning my back on God. Unlike the people who I risk my life for, which have turned their backs on me. Marriage is nothing but a contract on paper that was devised by the white man. I love you. Continue to hold it down, my boo-boo. Oh, so that's how you justify cheating on your wife, because marriage is just nothing but a contract on paper? Shirley Strawberry, I am so sorry to break the news to you that this is how your husband viewed your marriage, okay? You should have told him, instead of giving him money for a lawyer, that marriage is just a contract on paper. Pay for your own lawyer. So there we go. Let's move on to the next one. These are all the messages where Bible Lady is mentioned. This is March of last year. I keep saying this year. It's 2025. Last year. Good morning, my love. I told you he is not going to do anything. He said retarding my release and speaking to DA concerning my phone records, bank statements, etc. So they were having a conversation in March. See, this is what the prosecutor has asked for. They were having a conversation in March about her getting a hold of his phone records, bank statements, and etc. I told you he is not going to do anything regarding my release and speaking to the DA concerning my phone records and bank statements. As far as they're concerned, they got me a bond. They won't be proactive towards defending me until I'm indicted, which could take years, laterally. However, on another note, I read that one witness on Fani's case is one of the witnesses on Fani's case is head district attorney of Cobb County. So I sent you both transcripts. You should release them by Saturday. Nesto, she only does stuff on Monday. Sorry. You can furthermore see I was set up from day one. And also you can see how the former DA used the same notes from the bond hearing last June. Has the Bible lady released yet? Let me know. Has the Bible lady released yet? He talks funny. Ernest Williams to his side chick. I need you to send this to the Bible lady ASAP, please. Micah chapter 7, verses 8 through 10. Rejoice not over me, my enemy. When I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light. I will bear witness the indignation of the word, because I have sinned, we all do, against him, until he pleads my case and executes judgment for me. He will bring me out to the light. I shall look upon his vindication. Then my enemy will see, and shame will cover her who said to me, where is your God now? I don't know why he's rejoicing so much. I don't remember what happened back in March of 2024, but I'm going to tell you, he's celebrating too soon. My eyes will look upon her now. She will be trampled down like the mire in the street. Tell her I said power to the people. And to keep praying and marching forward. Nesto will be vindicated. I smell victory. Can y'all still smell victory? Do y'all think Nesto can still smell victory? Or is he smelling defeat? I think he's smelling defeat. Okay, here we go. Another long message. First of all, this is Nesto, mid-March. First of all, I don't feel like I lost today, because at least I know what's going on, but I need to find out which one of my cases has been indicted supposedly. I also need you to contact Joe and have him tell Hannah, that's his public defender, to prepare the paperwork to be signed by the DA stating that my CP case was a no-L prosecuted. He's trying to say no-L prosec. Since it's not being recognized in the system. Now, I hope the bloggers can clearly see that I'm being railroaded, since apparently they want the event of my downfall so badly. No, we don't. We just want you to stop. We want you to stop conning people, lying to people, taking people's money, stealing people's things, touching people inappropriately without their permission. It wasn't consensual, according to the victim, okay? It wasn't, all right? Maybe you like toys and liquid Viagra, but she wasn't with it, okay? And he says, now I hope the bloggers can clearly see that I'm being railroaded. All right. And if you come tomorrow, I will begin to use the platform I have with the world listening. So this is around the time that I think, they were planning to go on somebody's YouTube channel, most likely Bible Lady, and tell the truth, tell their story, right? Or tell a lie. Over and again, I'm only going to bond hearings, and the lawyer continues to drop the ball, no matter how much evidence I supply her with. And as for my brother, I am deeply hurt, who said on a recorded line that he will follow through, shaking my head. And Dre, when I called him, said he was in a meeting, which I believe was only a stall tactic. It's like my life means nothing to anyone except you. You're obviously still making an effort, even though you were upset. Okay, so when he says upset, might be having to do with the fact that the side chick, aka Ponytail, as we like to call her, because according to her, ponytails grow your hair, even though she's balding and losing her hair because she keeps her hair in ponytails. She hold on one second. She was upset because she heard Nesto say that she wanted him, he didn't want her, and she can't afford him. And I think she was going to leave him. But just like how she claims that she blocked him for 5 days and then unblocked him after she found out he was married, she was with it, being with a married man knowingly. And so she spin the block. Sonia, she's just a spin the block kind of chick. Okay. All right. So he says, you're the only one that's been there for me. You're still making an effort, even though you were upset. This is why them folks wanted you to refrain from posting on your channel, because you had the ability to expose them for their lack of efforts toward my case. Shaking my head. Nesto, sorry to break it to you. They wanted to see Sonia's blueberries. That's it. They wanted to see the boob job, and that's what they came for. And for the shenanigans, they didn't come for you. Chi-Town, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Let me take a look and see who got gifted. All right. Ty the Plug. Is it Ty or Tay? I think it's Tay. Tay the Plug. Tay the Plug was gifted by Southside Chi-Town. Welcome to the family officially. Ty the Plug says, hello everyone. Thanks for the membership. You are so welcome again. Welcome to the BGT family and Queen Southside Chi-Town. May your gift return back to you tenfold. You know how this goes. All right. So then he gets to the Bible lady part. The DA clearly dismissed those charges last bond hearing, but never submitted the paperwork. I hope the Bible lady was present so she can also publish to the world the truth. At this point, I think we go media. So Nesto got a plan. He going media. Okay. Tell Joe I need those bond orders signed and filed with the clerk so that I can make bond ASAP. He thought he was getting out. Before these people kill me with the lies. Their office shouldn't have dropped the ball on a dismissal. I hope the Bible lady was there so she can expose the truth. Okay. He's adamant. He says it twice. Bible lady coming to visit tomorrow, chin up. This is Sonia. Sonia's telling him he wants the Bible lady so bad she's coming. She's coming tomorrow. I wonder if there was any other communication going on between Bible lady and Nesto besides when, hang on one second, y'all. Besides when Bible lady was going to visit him in jail and interrogate, pray and for the man to do Bible study. Was she having sidebar conversations with this man? Let me tell you why I say that. I told you guys in the beginning of the video that I had some information to share. It's almost an hour in. I'm not purposely keeping that information from you, but I'm going to share some of it right now. Many of you may be aware that IS recently went live, and during that live, she contacted Nesto on her phone, or he called her, whichever one it was, right? So now they phone buddies. We all know how Infamous likes to talk to witnesses in an open case and talk to certain men on the phone, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my other channel, I Am Wisdom's Daughter. Go to my live section and scroll down until you see a thumbnail that says the audio you were never meant to hear, okay? And listen to how she talks when she's talking to incarcerated people or people that are witnesses in a case. So she was talking to him. He's called her a number of times to quote unquote check on her. And, you know, she's, Nesto called. Okay, I got a call from Nesto. So happy. She got a call from Nesto. Well, what was shared with me a couple of hours ago is that, and again, this is alleged. I can't verify this without revealing my source and throwing someone under the bus. But what I will tell you is that when the prosecutor said that they want everything and they're going to be seeking everything that was sent to or from or behalf or on behalf of Nesto Williams to or from Fulton County Jail and Cobb County Jail, everything. Well, allegedly, the Bible lady sent her naked behind to Nesto. You heard what I just said. Sent pictures of her topless. Sent pictures of her touching on herself. Sent pictures of dildos. We know he liked dildos because, you know, he had some in his car when he was caught. And sent it to him. Okay? That's what was shared with me. And, well, I can't share how I know that or where I got the information from, but let's just say it could have been someone on the inside that got a hold of this information. Because, you know, everything is scanned, legal mail. Anything that's sent to that tablet, they're able to see. Okay? Now, why do I bring this up? Because it was said that someone listened to my live I did the other day on I Am Wisdom's Daughter and said that I had mentioned this. said that, oh wow, Wisdom's daughter is really going in. And she came ready for a fight, and they were laughing about the fact that I said that Sylvia had done this. Well, that was just a foreshadowing, because at the time I had not said that. I had no knowledge. I'm saying it now because it was shared with me and I'm sharing it with you. It's alleged. It's the same pictures, allegedly, that she sent to a witness in an active R. Kelly case, right? Who she was trying to entice into giving her information for clicks and likes. Yeah, B-Fly828 said, OMG. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Jenny from the block said, she said, I'm dead. Yes, the Bushes said, absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat. Altitude and Tylenol said, who is shocked? She showed those deflated sandbags to someone for info on R. Kelly. She loves showing off that old roast beef, baby. But, and it's not really that I care, but she's a Christian woman, you know? But she, hallelujah, I speak in tongues too, baby. I could pray in tongues for hours. She over there praying and carrying on, and my God, and he's going to save me. Keep waiting. Keep waiting to be saved, okay? Yeah. Now, why would she be doing that? What conversation was she having with this man privately? How do we go from, oh, he's done these disgusting things to, I believe you, Nesto, and I'm not like all those other people. I'm on your side. It's an act. And he fell for it because he really thought she wanted to help him, when in fact, she wanted to fill her pockets. Because she gets fired from every job that she works at. Now, I was told that R. Kelly himself has said, I don't know this lady. I don't want to be bothered with this lady. Because she's such a good Christian woman, she raised money for a free R. Kelly campaign. And because she's such a good Christian woman, because Christians know how to raise some money, honey. Because she's such a good Christian woman and she cares so much, she raised money for the free R. Kelly campaign during that time. And when the organizations asked for the money, or whoever the money was supposed to go to asked for the money, Infamous said, what money? 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 What money? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the money. I just raised the money. I don't know what happened to the money. And it's alleged that she kept it. She was trying to get involved with the free YSL. Why you think? Was she going to try it again because it worked so well the first time? YSL's lawyer told, Young Thug told Young Thug's lawyer, if I can talk, told him, stay away from her. So I said, well, it looked like Woody stayed away from her. He said, what do you mean Woody is staying away from her? I said, yeah, it looked like he's staying away. He said, he's, and this is all alleged, right? He's dating her daughter. And I heard this rumor before, but again, until I haven't seen any pictures or anything, I haven't seen the girl on live, so I don't know if it's true or not, but these streets are saying that Infamous Sylvia's daughter is pregnant by Lil Woody. How would he get your daughter pregnant? My tea is too hot to drink it, so I'm just going to stick with this right here. I can't. Doug told Nesto to stay away from her also. But he doesn't listen. So what good is that going to do? Savannah said only when silverback court cases are near is when she go on live to pray, and she prays. If she really read and understood that Bible that she be taking on these video visits with Nesto, she would know that even when you're forgiven, you still got consequences to deal with. I'm just saying. Prayer doesn't get you off. Okay? Prayer is for the innocent. It's for the people who didn't do anything. Right? So that's the skinny on that. Now, let me keep going through these text messages because we're going to get to one such message. It's coming up soon that y'all tell me what y'all think. But when I read it, I said, oh my goodness, if this is not obstruction of justice or some type of conspiracy, I don't know what is. And when the prosecution gets a hold of all these messages, and these are the ones we've seen. This is not even the ones we haven't seen. Anyway, let's keep going. So this is March 17th. KK is the guy to contact about the bond info. Go back 2 days ago and reread the message. His number is, and he's very familiar with property bonds, and he owns a bonding company. This is Sonia pretending like she knows somebody. He owns a bonding company. He can answer any questions we have about the procedures involved. He was expecting your call the other night, but I'm sure he'll be willing to help you whenever you do call him. Call him from your 404 number. I received the funds you sent today. Oh, sorry. This is Nesto. I'm sorry. This is Nesto to Sonia. Let me go back. Nesto is telling Sonia that somebody named KK is the plug. Okay. Not Tay. KK is the plug to contact about the bond info. He says, go, reread the message from 2 days ago. He gives her the number. Nesto tells Sonia he's very familiar with property bonds. He owns a bonding company and he can answer any questions. So Nesto tells Sonia, now this makes sense. You were supposed to call him the other night. Nesto forgets she only does stuff on Mondays if she remembers come Monday. Okay? Call him from your 404 number. I received the funds you sent today. So this is proof. Side chick was sending Nesto money. But did you receive the manila envelopes I sent? I don't know what Nesto put in those manila envelopes, but Sonia's going to have to turn it over. Bible lady came today at 4 p.m. and she was 15 minutes past the start time for the visit, and I didn't know she was coming. Half of those visits, Sylvia was late. How are you going to do God's work, to pray for the man, and to do Bible study, and you're late? I really didn't want to talk much, but she said that the public has already convicted me. You see, this is the problem that I have. Why is she running around telling this man that we have all condemned him and all convicted him? We've clowned him, yes. We've laughed. We've had a kiki or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5,000, But we've all acknowledged that he's innocent until proven guilty. We have all acknowledged that. Anyway, so this is part of the problem. So in order to elevate herself and to make herself look like she's someone that Nesto can trust, right? We didn't want to exploit him necessarily, okay? But she's pretending to be someone he can trust, right? And he did trust her, and he made some bad moves because he trusted her. She's stepping on everybody else, stepping over everybody else. Anyway, he said, I think once you went on her channel last week and then my 2 court hearings in addition, I lost the public trust. It doomed me. You think? Nesto is not as dumb as his side chick. He's not. He's not as dumb as his side chick. The problem is Nesto doesn't go with his first mind. Kelsita 95 said they was bowling the other night, Dallas, Sylvia, and Woody. Kelsita, what does she look like? Did you see her? Like her front? I don't know how long ago she supposedly got pregnant, but if it hasn't been that long, then she wouldn't be showing. But I guess we'll find out in a few more months, I guess, right? I don't even want to get into what happened with her other daughter, her adopted daughter or whatever you want to call it. I don't even want to get into that. This daughter that she had that is mentally ill, and not only is she mentally ill, she is mentally challenged. All right, and is still locked up today. And her mother Sylvia has done nothing to get her out, nothing at all. She's scheming and scamming and getting a couple thousand in cash apps a week for a period of time. Didn't use any of that money to help bond her daughter out. Anyway, that's I don't have the energy for that one tonight, so we'll cover that another night. I think when she went on her channel last week and then my 2 court hearings, I lost public trust. It doomed me, especially for a jury trial. For 21 months, I haven't received 1 ounce of justice. Every time I come up for a bond hearing, they greet me with more BS. So I already know that she's going to try and add a RICO count by next month. So he confirmed he knew a RICO was coming. I believe she took the warrants to a grand jury and was denied an indictment, but none of this should have went beyond preliminary. You were worried about eggs in your face. I got a pile of dog food thrown in mine last week. It's going to take me damn near a month to recuperate mentally. Like when you're sick after consuming too much food is how my brain feels daily. And it added more insult to injury after Bible lady said what she said. Well, what did Bible lady say, Nesto? What did the Bible lady say? Well, let's see if he says anything. I already been laid up in bed since Friday night. I know I'm not guilty. But just because you say you're not guilty doesn't mean you're not guilty. But it's a mental fatigue when I know how the government is plotting against me. Nesto, I hate to break it to you, boo-boo, but the government don't give a damn about you. Government don't even know you. I didn't even worry half as much about dealing with the feds. Nesto, that's not something that oh God, Nesto, you talk too much. Talk too much. Not to mention this weak defense team, this weak defense team I have can't possibly defend me in a trial if they can't properly represent me in a bond hearing. It's amazing how people can see the truth right in front of their face, but rather not acknowledge it. They instead convict on account of lies. What lies were told, Nesto? What lies were told? You got 100 100 witnesses on your list, and they all saying the same thing. You lied, you cheated, and you stole. There's no way I should still be in custody 21 months later, when these cases should have been handled and over with. I'm tired of the discussions about these cases. I can't even share with you plans for our future. Now, this is March of 2024. I believe it wasn't until, was it June of 24 that... Wow, time is flying. I can't even get it straight. Okay, never mind. I think this is well after Shirley Strawberry said she was done, but he was still legally married to her though. They weren't divorced by this point. And Nesto ain't no good. Anyway, I guess you can enjoy your trips and enjoy your life, since it doesn't look like I'll be out to join you anytime soon. This ish ain't healthy for me in here right now. I know you believe I'm innocent, but you can't fight this war with the devil's playmate by yourself. What? You can't fight this war with the devil's playmate by... Who's the devil's playmate? Is he talking about infamous Sylvia? I'm sorry. That was just funny to me. It takes money, and it's not looking good for me at all. Because that's what happens when you get with a broke side chick. If you're going to leave your wife for a woman, that woman better have more money than your wife. This prosecutor wants to continue making an ascension up the career ladder off me, and she considers this to be a high-profile case. It's not a high-profile case. That's a lie. It's come out in court several times that this is not a high-profile case. Nesto and infamous Sylvia got the same issue. They both want to be famous so bad. You want to be famous? I'll make you famous. It's so confusing. I'm hearing voices in my head like I'm going crazy because I have no one in the law field willing to listen to me, but I'll be okay. I'm going to just write you once a week because I'm burnt out on text. All right, let's go to the next one. I thought he was going to answer the response. So this is the same one about KK and the Bible lady came at 4. I never thought social media would ever divide me and you. Don't screenshot and send Bible lady anything I'm saying to you. Well, Nesto, sorry to break it to you, but she didn't listen, and now the prosecutor is going to get it all. Don't screenshot and send Bible lady anything. I'd rather anyone not know, is what I think he meant to say, my deeper inner feelings except for you. I feel like when she speaks to me, she knows what I've said to you concerning my mental health. No, I'm not crazy, but I just feel crazy when dealing with all these hearings and charges. It's taken a toll, just like you took a toll on some people's pocketbooks and wallets. I feel like when she speaks to me, she knows. That's because she does. Because your little side chick is running and telling her everything. No, I'm not crazy. I just feel crazy when dealing with all these hearings and charges added, et cetera, et cetera. And anyone in my shoes would feel the same, especially if they're innocent. When I heard the DA say that I had the police rewrite the warrant info, when I heard the DA say they had the police rewrite the warrant info, I realized it's the same thing that they did with the conspiracy charges. I feel like they're doing the same thing with the R charge because there is no victims coming for. Why? He thinks there's no victims because it never occurred, and the DA knows this well. Okay, this is interesting. So Nesto says things that are clearly not true to maybe help him mentally deal and process with all this stuff. So he just lies to himself. And he says it so much that he starts to believe it. Okay, I get it. Because it never occurred. And the DA knows that. And everything you've read, you can clearly see I've done nothing wrong. I'm not taking any pleas. But that's what they're expecting me to consider, which I'm not. I know the public defender doesn't want to apply much effort out of a lack of payment from the state, similar to the PD's in YSL case. The only faith I have now comes from staring at your pics. The only faith I have now comes from staring at your pics. So you done made Sonia's pics your new god. Okay. Nesto's idol. Okay. Anyway, outside of that, I have little to look forward to. They have it now where they want me to be on the 24 a monitor from being locked up 21 months. It's like she breaks under pressure every time. E.g. June last year, they gave me $800,000 bond. Then at court, September, $600,000 bond. Then February, she dismissed it, but then it jumped to $700,000 somehow. How? I'm not worried though. I know you're not gonna let me sit in here. You already promised me that, so it doesn't matter if I'm indicted because I could still sit for 2 years until there's a trial. Let Bible Lady know when there's a court hearing so she can record the hearing. I really don't want to communicate with her ATM, but it's not her fault the world hates me for something I didn't do. I really don't want to communicate with her ATM. Oh, at the moment. Okay. Took me a while. Sorry. At the moment. So several times Nesto has said he doesn't want to talk to Bible Lady, but she keeps coming and he keeps approving her visit. So Nesto says, do you know who's coming to see me again today at 4? Who? Hannah? I'm trying. Wait a minute. My love, it's because know what's really going on within the cases. That's all I love you. It's because you. Sonia says, who, Hannah? I'm trying to free your ass. Nesto says, no, Bible Lady. No, it's not at 4. She's coming at 5 today. Bible Lady, laugh out loud, missing you. Now so basically she starts coming every week. Little freak. Okay, so Nesto says, I want you to send the Bible Lady something for me. First, search the Elevation Church song titled Another One Live Performance by Chris Brown. Not the one Laugh Out Loud with the white guy with the guitar. I'm sorry, not that one, but this white guy with a guitar. Is he talking about, what's this kid's name? Justin Bieber? Anyway, tell her we walk by faith and not by sight. This is what he wants Sonia to tell Bible Lady. Tell her we walk by faith and not by sight. Wow, that information you gave me yesterday lifted so much weight off of my back. And because the truth is being exposed and the phone number being matched with the date and time in question is going to bring it all together for me. Thank you so much again and again. Then he says, I'm just skipping down. Also, I wrote Hannah 3 letters asking her to file for a speedy trial 3 months before February, which would have had the case thrown. I sent a copy to her and Joe. It was already discussed and now it's backfired. I honestly believe her superior is collaborating with the DA against me. So make sure that the Bible Lady receives the message from me, as I believe she's going through some hell herself. I truly hope you're having better days. Now, Sonia said that she didn't understand what the prosecutor wanted. She couldn't comprehend anything and everything that was in your possession, electronic or otherwise, about Nesto. She couldn't figure that part out. All right. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Resend the message for Bible Lady. That's what Sonia's saying. Resend the message for Bible Lady. So a couple days has passed. Let's see. He asked her in March to send something to the Bible Lady. And on April 4th, she says, resend the message for Bible Lady. Wow. It was like, what, 2 weeks? Anyway. Oh, hold on. I saw something about a bank. Okay. I got to read some of these for context. Hold on. Ernest Williams says to Sonia in April of 2024, so what do you think about Sylvia? And keep it real, baby. Nesto says, I did the money today. Thanks, baby. Sonia responds, she told me she was no longer doing anything on her page about you, and I guess she changed her mind. I would not do it. Now, this is right before he went on her platform to spill his guts, the same night that he was hit with the RICO, right? So I see your comments. I'm going to get to them. I see them. Kelsita, why are you timed out? What happened? You shouldn't be timed out, darling. You shouldn't be timed out. I don't know what happened. Is Wooten trying to substantiate a RICO? That's a whole truckload of information Sonia has to submit. You want my opinion? Rev it up. I think they're trying to... I got to phrase my words correctly. I think it's twofold. There's evidence that the defense has asked not to be admissible. But they can get that same evidence another way, right? I also think that they are gearing up for to indict more charges. And this places Sonia in a unique position. I don't think they liked a lot of the things that she said about them, very disrespectful. And I'm not going to call it a get back because regardless, they have a right to subpoena her and they need the information. But she is going to have no choice but to put her money where her mouth is, because either she gives them what they ask for and she avoids jail time and a fine, or she tries to hide some of it, get rid of some of it, or not give them everything, and she's going to jail. So listen to this. Sonia tells Nesto, Sylvia says she is no longer doing anything on her page about you. I guess she changed her mind. I would not do it. Sonia is telling Nesto. Sorry, y'all. That's Allie playing with her squeaky toy. Yeah, we hear you. Anyway. She told Nesto, I wouldn't do it. She says, I think the least amount of exposure would be the best. Best advice she ever gave him. So Nesto says, okay, cool. Sonia says, they played all of the calls for March between us, so no. She may try to talk about you and I. It's your choice, babe. Now she's putting it back on Nesto. Nesto says, we ain't talk about nothing but the Bible, and I need you to please understand, all the YouTube personality is petty to me. You're still here riding with me unconditionally, and as long as I understand your character, that's all that matters. See, what Nesto wants is a woman, regardless of what he does in life, good or bad, he wants loyalty, all right? So if I assassinate somebody, loyalty. If I essay somebody, loyalty. If I do something inappropriate to and with the child, loyalty, okay? If I steal and take things that don't belong to me and ruin people's lives financially, loyalty. They already knew how much you cared for me from the beginning. So the one thing I do understand is that she gave me confirmation again that I'll be going home soon, no matter what they throw at me. So it sounds like Sylvia is telling Nesto that he's going to be getting out. That's what it sounds like. No, it doesn't have to be that. It's just what it sounds like. Because Nesto will tell himself anything to make himself feel better. He's been telling Shirley for 2 years he's getting out. So the one thing I do understand is that she gave me confirmation that I'll be going home soon. She gave me confirmation again. I don't know what that means. Does that mean confirmation, like she said something that in his spirit makes him feel like, oh, that must be a sign? Or confirmation, like she told him some information that she was privy to, or she lied? I don't know. Michelle D, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome officially to the BGT family, Queen. I appreciate the support, and may your gift return back to you tenfold. We are building our family over here. Y'all better go on now. Go ahead and build this BGT family. So he says that it's obvious. She let it slip out that it's dirty tactics they're using, and I'm innocent. So Sylvia is telling Nesto that the prosecution is using, this is what Nesto says. So if he's to be believed, that the prosecution, the DA, that means Wooten, are using dirty tactics against him. And again, he maintains his innocence. She will be there Monday to continue documenting, and I sent you a message through you for her, but you didn't send it. I hope you're taking the time to read my messages, and I hope you get the bank statements today to bring us closer. I always read everything you send, Sonia says. Sometimes twice. You matter to me, but I am. She says, you matter to me. I'm glad you had a nice visit and you feel you got something from it. Did she speak on me at the visit? Nesto says, no, baby. She didn't say anything about you at all. No, because she's too busy trying to cozy up the Nesto. Yes, she did something. Yes. He says, yes, did get something good out of the visit. I just got to keep going, baby. I love you. I wonder if he let Sonia know that he was getting naked pictures, allegedly, of the Bible lady. I'm just saying. Bet you he didn't tell her that. She knows I'm innocent because of you. And then she says, resend the message for Bible lady. So whatever message he wanted her to send, she doesn't even have it anymore. Then she says, we got approved for the bank records. Waiting for the last part. Hey, send me a text telling Hannah and Doug that I am the point of contact for your legal situation, that I am family and should be respected as such in writing. Love you. This woman has she got some gall. She said, so basically she said, we got approved for bank records. So this is that power of attorney. Waiting for the last part. I don't know what that means, waiting for the last part. I don't know what that means. Send me a text telling Hannah and Doug that I am the point of contact for your legal situation, that I am family and should be respected as such. Well, okay then. Okay then, like Nesto says. Sonia says, I love you. These YouTube females are crazy mad and huge itch starters. They are mad that Bible Lady is visiting you. Getting better video material than them. Lawsuit coming. We still waiting on your lawsuit, by the way, Edgeless in America. We still waiting on your lawsuit, okay? Still waiting. Nesto says, I would also like to resume your presence. I would also like you, he's telling Sonia, to resume your presence on social media because it made a stronger impact than you can imagine. If you don't want to give an impression that you're saying one thing, but now doing different, I get it. But you just conveyed to the public that I only proclaimed that I was done with Nesto because the pressure from the opinionated outside world is so much it can discourage and destroy one's morale, just as Lizzo explained in her current predicament. This is what Nesto is telling Sonia to say when people question her about why did you say you're done with Nesto and now you back on YouTube saying free Nesto and that's my boo and everything else like that. Interesting. But I will have all of you know that I never left his side and have been communicating with him on a daily basis and never missed a day. I thought it was important for all of you to know I have been solid and would do nothing less than be that throughout this ordeal until he is home free and vindicated once and for all. The nurse this morning addressed me as Nesto and said, I've been all over social media. She saw me on video with Bible Lady. I said to myself, damn. I know God will turn this around for a positive outcome. But yeah, let me know what comes to your mind about those two scriptures I sent you. Your immediate thoughts on their meanings. She ain't looking at no scriptures, Nesto. So he wants Sonia to lie about why she came back, why she spent the block. Okay. Thanks for coming today. This is Nesto telling Sonia, because I needed that. When you say my property, what property are you referring to? Property at the jail, like my phone or a truck? Let me know. Good news today. Hannah popped up unexpectedly and said she had Joe request my phone records 2-3 weeks ago, but haven't gotten a response from him yet. Also, she says she will speak to the DA 30 minutes prior to court in order to negotiate a possible deal that could drop the CP case bond to $50K. And if not, we're moving forward on the prelim hearing at 9:30 and simultaneously addressing bond matters during the same hearing. I gave her a copy of the text I sent you 3 days ago regarding the case. She also informed me that the blogger lawyer lady lied to Judge Adams in order to gain access and have the camera rolling. What blogger lawyer lady? Is he talking about Pam? Pam lied to who? Pam didn't lie to anybody. Pam has a Rule 22 for every date that her cameraman was in the courtroom. Talking about she lied. Cut it out. She also informed me, he's saying that Hannah, the public defender, told him that the blogger lawyer lady lied to Judge Adams in order to gain access and have the camera rolling. The judge dodged her. The people dogged her, Hannah, and Judge Adams as well, but I wasn't aware about that. Who dogged Hannah and Judge Adams but Nesto's side chick, who was saying that Hannah shakes and don't know what she's doing? Okay. The same guy said he would mute the victim's name, and the fake letter the DA had from the victim, which never really existed. Hannah finally admitted that she needs me out so that I can fight from the street. She didn't say that. And lastly, I need you to check my bond status online for the exact amount. The DA supposedly dismissed the duplicate case in the system, and you can check to see if I'm indicted as of today. Again, let me know what property you refer to and the online stuff. Hannah also says she never received the last letter I sent to her, but no worries. I'll have Ish together for tomorrow. Make sure Bible Lady is present. Bible Lady is the only choice, or just me and you on my channel. So Nesto had plans to start a channel. I'm sorry, Sonia. This is Sonia. Sorry. So Sonia was potentially thinking that she would have Nesto on her channel. Bible Lady is the only choice. Interesting. Or just me and you on my channel. Only discussing court and the lies told. Just what happened. Now, this is April 9th. April 9th. Okay? This is 3 days. I believe it was 3 days. Was it 3 days? Was it 12? Anyway, let's say a week. This is about a week, give or take, before he was indicted with the RICO. Only discussing court and the lies told. Just what happened so far, like we do on the phone. To sit quietly while they lie is a problem. That you never looked a CP alone. That you never looked a CP alone or with a child or possess it. Correct every lie told in court. Well, they did more than that. They were calling out the DA and saying all type of stuff. Shouldn't have done that. See, Sonia thought she knew every damn thing. Okay, so Nesto says, also, I figured they want to get me on one of the S charges, opposed to the R charge, which has no evidence or witnesses. They want to focus on the CP charge because it allows them to hold me longer based on frivolous accusations where they know that it can be prolonged because the laptop was discovered in a vehicle I was operating, which to the court gives them more to stand behind regardless of the information we have that directly challenges their claims. This is the reason the bond is much higher, and he could be right about that, who knows, than the R charge, which naturally should be the worst charge I have, and as a result carry a higher bond, but as we see, it doesn't. So if you notice it's all just a strategy to hold me and keep the court on the prosecutor's side for as long as possible. Bonded out will allow me to fight from outside. It would also allow you to flee, to go to Dubai, where your homeboy, I was gonna say Drake, your homeboy Lamont or your bro, whatever he is, said that y'all need to take a long vacation and just get on a boat and just get away. He says, so to help clear my name, I feel I need you to sit with Bible Lady and see if she has any idea of someone who can help the bonding situation. I have no huge following that will induce someone to come forward, but that's what I'll need you to link with her about. If I'm free, I can raise money to provide the necessary financial obligations toward any assistance I will have received to get out of here. Really, Nesto? That's what Nesto thought? That's what Nesto thought. That he would get financial assistance. Okay. Not that he would need money so that he can support himself. Anyway, but I need someone to rally any potential supporters. The facts should be sufficient to support or position when you propose to anyone concerning any help. Okay? Moving on to the next one. I do not trust my defense team. I've said that before, but there's no way these cases shouldn't have been dropped Monday. Okay? This is April 11th. This is what he says. The only way I can get that video is for Dion to get it from Bible Lady. What? I do not trust my defense team. I've said that before, but there's no way these cases shouldn't have been dropped Monday. The only way I can get that video is for Dion to get it from Bible Lady. I can tell they've already spoke. So here's a code for him to know that Bible Lady and I spoke. Video is about the person who kicked my motorcycle down in the garage after they bought bread from the store without the correct change brought back. So this apparently is the infamous, pun intended, video of one of his daughters having a mental health crisis. The same video that Sylvia put in her membership and created a $499 tier. Okay, so people nosy enough and who are willing to spend that kind of money to look at it. So she's exploiting a victim for money. Victim exploitation. There you go. Because if something happens to him, that video will be lost. So I need to start putting that together now in case of that event. I'm thankful he emailed Bible Lady after Judge Adams' hearing to correct things concerning me and my kids. That was good because Bible Lady can see the lies repetitively coming out. I hate that you and he had a disagreement. This is Sonia. He's talking about Sonia and Dion. Because we would be so much ahead of the game by now. But it's okay. We'll use what we have. And I know people still don't believe me after the court video from this last hearing. But that's okay, too, because we have the facts coming together to prove. You can email Joe and inform him that I will start publicizing this whole ordeal because all I asked was for them to gather information to take to the DA and show my innocence, but they didn't do that. The Bible Lady must stress to them, I cannot trust anything my defense team says, and the court hearings prove it. I have to defend myself now by publicizing things, the very thing his lawyer told him not to do. Tell me how many followers Bible Lady has as well. What's the lady's name who's doing the whistle blowing you mentioned last night? This is Ernest to Sonia. I guess you wanted the bloggers to pick up on her name so that they follow her, etc. What's her name? And I would need a lawyer who can take my case pro bono, being it's a high profile case, the lies you tell. That's why I mentioned Ashley Merchant as a possibility. Maybe she works for a firm that would like to further expose the Fulton County DA for their misconduct. So now he's bad-mouthing Fulton County. Also, prepare Bible Lady to make an intro on her page that I will be making a public appearance through our visit to speak for the first time about the various injustices and prejudicial practices being administered by the DA's office. That was a bad, 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 bad move. If get a pro bono attorney, they would work diligently enough to more than likely have all these cases dismissed. And then by then, you'd have all your facts gathered in a way that would supply the attorney with all the tools needed to be successful in their endeavor. He had a whole plan. A whole plan. You can't even make this stuff up. I mean, everything is here about her involvement with the victims and carrying on. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. All right, let's go to the next one. So Sonia says, I'll reach out to Bible Lady and I'll let Hannah know your wishes. Why she didn't speak up in court when it was on record is a problem. Need to be representing parking tickets. This is not her niche. So Miss Thang, you wonder why they're coming for you? Because you came for them. And they didn't send for you. Are you and the Bible Lady going to talk about everything on the channel tonight? Okay, so it was 3 days like I thought. About what happened this week? Also, I'm down to $5 after texting you so much. I love how Nesto just throws in there he needs money. Ernest says, I talked to Dion and he's going to send what Bible Lady needs to her, the video. Now everyone is saying I was at the wrong place, wrong time. So Nesto had Dion send Sylvia a video of his daughter, who is a victim in this case, having a mental health breakdown. And what did she do? She posted in membership on her YouTube channel under a $499 tier. Like, you pimping out this young girl who is mentally broken because of what her daddy allegedly did to her? Yeah, that's a Christian thing to do. That's a good, fine Christian woman there. Sonia says, this is the next day. I went on live with Bible Lady via phone and read a message to Dre from someone on my DM. The person said, Dre needs to be there for you no matter what. Wait a minute. I went on live with Bible Lady via phone and read a message to Dre from someone on my DM. The person said, Dre needs to be there for you no matter what. Okay. I think this might have been around the time when she thought she was going to get the Dre interview. And so Sonya was like, yeah, we'll get Dre. Mm-hmm. And instead of waiting for confirmation, she jumped the gun talking about, oh yeah, Dre interview coming soon, when it was never scheduled. And she didn't even bother to follow up and say, hey guys, sorry, we couldn't get the Dre interview. She just figured people would forget. Yeah, okay, we ain't forgot. I ain't forgot. In the beginning, 2 years in, damn. It's the beginning 2 years in. Damn. If you were out here, no big deal. But they want you in to force a plea. This is Sonia. You know, she talks funny. Bible Lady was supposed to visit but forgot her ID. The bloggers only need paperwork to film in court. Hannah doesn't know much of nothing. There you go. You need an experienced lawyer that cares. See, because Sonia's never ever had a real job, she didn't know one key rule. Two things you don't ever want to do. You don't ever want to go to a job interview and badmouth your previous employer, because that puts a bad taste in the new employer's mouth. That's what you're going to do to us. And two, you never want to badmouth one professional to another. Now, while she's not talking directly to another professional, Hannah Rondon is a colleague of Will Wooten and Sean Hoover and many of those others that work for Fulton County. You don't do stuff like that, right? These people may look like they're at odds in court and they're going to lunch together, okay, having a key. The bloggers only need paperwork to film in court. Yeah, we know. It's called Rule 22. Hannah don't know much of nothing. Need an experienced lawyer that care. I hope to hold you for your birthday. Keep hope alive. These bloggers don't want you to get off because they spoke so much ish it would be embarrassing to be wrong. Hateful ass witches. Ain't nobody hateful out here. Ain't nobody hateful. Nesto is going to get his just due. If he happens to get off, it will be like a miracle. And guess what? We will still be talking how he had all this stuff on him and he got off. I don't know who's hating on the man. We just telling the truth, and she don't like it. He says, I haven't spoken to anyone. I'm just confused on trying to figure out the next move. Oh no, Melanie is not the same person as was thought, but obviously she knows people, so that's good. I will try to stress. I will try not to stress because I know what's the outcome. Once I get my literature, hint, hint, laugh out the books, in other words, I'll be able to settle down. I don't know what books he's talking about, if it's something Sonia was supposed to give him, but Sonia only works on Mondays. I know I will win in the end. I'm just missing out on things with my grandkids. I'm sure you will understand. I never speak to Bible Lady about my personal issues, so never worry of that. Also, I know it's a trust there due to y'all interview you had about me before. It matters, not because most important thing is you and I winning. I'm sorry, it matters not because most important thing is you and I winning. Okay. Melanie King is from Atlanta, was good friends with Kevin Samuel. All right, that was that conversation. All right. So someone is coming to see me at 10. I don't know who it is. Sonia says it's Bible Lady. Okay. Then Nesto says, I see the divorce hit the internet already as Bible Lady attempted to ask me about it, but I denied any knowledge of it. Also, she asked how I was holding up in the circumstances and if I was going to contest the divorce. Trying to slide little things in the conversation. However, I mostly just allow her to do the talking. So even Nesto recognizes that she has an agenda. She has a motive for being there, and it ain't Bible study. Thanks for, wait, what? This is a long one. All right, hang on. Let me try to get to the Bible Lady stuff. I think it's best after the lease is up that you do what you need to do because at least something positive can be established while we wait for all this to subside. This is Nesto to Sonia. From the looks of it, I'll be 60 in here. You're doggone right. If I make it that far, I will keep it positive though, regardless. Keep fighting for more bond hearings, even if they're unsuccessful. I have to continue. I know I have favor because I've had multiple bond hearings compared to many who've only had one. There is hope and I do have favor. I just have to hold on and stay composed, focusing on my innocence. I know people know I am, but don't want me to be because they don't like how I moved while free. People will hate you for whatever you do, good and bad. Well, it looks like you only do a lot of badness, though. The good that you do is outweighed. The little bit of good that you do is outweighed by all the other stuff. You can't do one good deed and think that justifies you hurting people. The ones who don't like you don't because you have common sense. Who are we talking about? I know he was talking about Sonia with common sense. Okay, Nesta. Regardless of religion and belief, it's what's inside the person that will carry them. Bible Lady says people say I'm catching hell due to karma, but I don't believe in karma. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. I let Bible Lady know clearly that I'm not going down for something I didn't do. She told me how people are calling her witches and hoes. Shaking my head, I told her, gotta have tough skin to win at this phase. Okay, then he says the judges seem to be trying to move people's cases along and clear the case log space. I asked Bible Lady why she keeps coming if people are saying I'm guilty, but she insists there are several aspects about my case that don't make sense and appear to be true. She keeps coming because she's lonely. She keeps coming because she's trying to get close to you. She keeps coming because she's bored. She keeps coming because she's trying to make a buck on YouTube. She keeps coming because she sold her soul for views. I can keep going on and on and on about why she keeps coming. Okay, bored, lonely, want someone to talk to. Nesto and her are not that far off in age, so she looking for a man. That's why she keep coming. Okay, so Nesto says this is April 21st. Who would you suggest I begin with? Talking to you or Bible Lady? And I'd hope she would not take and twist the truth. That's the reason why I asked you how many followers she has. I want to know if you think it will make an impact on my behalf. And in your opinion, how deep should I go in divulging the truth about things? You should have kept your mouth shut. What exactly should the focal point be in reference to the allegations? I want you to be concise and clear in your response, because you must remember that once we speak on certain things, there is no recanting or taking back any statement. Duh. My talking will be slowed down for people to understand. Wow. Nesto, really? He tells Sonia, my talking will be slowed down for people to better understand. The other side tries to turn everything around, but I will speak what's real and do my part in clearing my name of the foolishness. The rest is up to the public to decide what they think. Have you discovered how to extract the video from our visits before anyone else does? I mean, she couldn't. Wow. All she had to do was ask anybody in uniform at the jail, how can she get the video visits? I mean, it ain't that hard. You said she got common sense. Clearly she doesn't. It will be beneficial for us to have an original in case media outlets attempt to modify and edit any of the content. Nesto, you don't have to worry about that, because all of them videos being submitted to the prosecution. I need to know how many followers you and Bible Lady have so I can know what moves to make. We should speak about the victims' kids. No. We should speak about the victims' kids, Sheridan, my oldest daughter, the allegations, etc. Everything. The victim's father and all that. Gigi, you gonna stay here until I'm done, mama. I'm sorry. You came in here, now you gotta stay. The victim's father and all that. Nesto says we should speak about the victims, about the kids, Sheridan, and my oldest daughter, the allegations, everything, the victim's father and all that. Now, if Nesto was doing all this on her platform, does that make her an accessory to like witness intimidation or witness tampering? I don't know. The victim's father and all that. Once a lie is told, it must continue, so we will clear up all the lies. Prepare Bible Lady on what we're doing and our objective. No games, because it's my life and I need this executed correctly. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest. I'm going to move on because it's a particular one that I'm trying to get to. Moving forward, the train is moving fast. I think this is the one I was looking for. We'll see. Moving forward, the train is moving fast. I've been saying the same thing for 22 months. I had to bring up the divorce on my own to confirm the police lied. We think you talking about his mom is a great idea. If Bible Lady is introduced to her by you, it will create a connection between us all that will expose what the prosecution is doing unjustly. Sir, you are trying to get your Bible Lady, aka your little sister wife, in big trouble. I'm gonna read it again. We think you talking to his mom. This is Sonia, okay? Nesto was telling Sonia, we think, so I don't know who we is, but we think you talking to his mom is a great idea. Whose mom? I don't know. If Bible Lady is introduced to her by you, it will create a connection between us all that will expose what the prosecution is doing unjustly, especially since he and I have the same DA and she's obviously using the same improper tactics toward an identical objective, which is to convict an innocent man of crimes they did not commit. Yeah, that don't sound too good, Nesto. Bible Lady, in speaking with his mom, will inevitably think of my situation because there are so many similarities. So it sounds like he met maybe somebody in jail he met that he's trying to connect himself with to help his case. So he's looking to piggyback on somebody. It will help Bible Lady to really, really see that I'm innocent because the same things are happening to someone else. Also, if the world can see that he has been drugged for years on this situation, perhaps it will compel people on my end to step up and possibly support bonding me out. Once they realize I could potentially sit here for years on this BS. Nesto really was thinking that hearing this would compel people to send him money for bond? Okay, Nesto. People will have a tangible scenario that can motivate them to help you help me. You didn't learn from the GoFundMe, apparently. So, yes, introduce Bible Lady and his mom and explain to her just how Bible Lady's platform can help acquire the needed listeners who may want to get involved. You got the wrong content creator, Nesto. Okay? I can name a bunch of content creators that you could have used. I'm not going to name them, but I'm just saying. When is the next live so I can be prepared? Okay? Because like I said before, I could die tomorrow and nobody will know the truth. All right, moving on. I hope all went well tonight. I was nervous initially because I didn't want anything to be used against me later, but I had to trust instincts. Nesto, look at here. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, okay? Matter of fact, anything you say or write or text can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided to you. I know you heard the Miranda rights many times before, and you should have shut your mouth. You so busy telling Shirley to shut up, you should have shut up. He said he was nervous because he didn't want anything to be used against him later. Well, that's what you got. Also, I want people to know about our relationship from my mouth directly. In addition, I want your viewers to know that your facts are well put together and you've made it clear that you'll be down for me in the biggest way and supporting me forever. He gets the Bible. Also, I wanted to clarify between the remarks Dion made concerning you and what is actual. I didn't like any of the mess being promoted. I enjoyed hearing Bible Lady address how Fields was promoted off her dealings with me based upon lies and fabrication. That's right. Oh God, I forgot. Nesto, thank you for reminding me. I forgot. She said these things. She said Detective Fields was she was Officer Fields, was promoted to detective off her dealings with Nesto based upon lies and fabrication. So she's so certain that this man is innocent. Okay? I appreciate you for interpreting certain things, and I'm not going to read the rest of that because I want to get to the rest of the Bible Lady. So what does Bible Lady say? Continue on the channel or not? And is Erica testifying speculation or something confirmed? Let me know when the discovery is available. This is what he tells Sonia. Now, to give context, Nesto says before that, Sonia says before that, you were indicted today on everything but the R and the CP. They are trying to make it look like you control Erica and had her pretend to be a lawyer. You need to write me a letter regarding that or send it through Doug. You should have spoke on the relationship of what you know about her because at this point she is testifying against you, putting all her ish on you. That you were the one who created that lie to pretend to be a lawyer. It's an ish show at this point, and they're trying to make you the fall guy. The internet is having a field day. Ask for a speedy trial. He says, damn. She said, chin up, no more surprises. He said, where is the RICO? You said there was a RICO charge. No, there was not a RICO charge. There were 39. And is there a court date set in the system? And Ernesto says, so what does Bible Lady say? Yada, yada, yada. Let me know when you get the discovery. Damn, you finally saw the video? Hannah is no longer my attorney. The case now belongs to Mr. Hoover. The other attorney is Joy Walker, who will handle the actual charges. They've not come to see me, this due to a trial they participated in. Also saw on the news the coverage of the Fonnie Willis lawsuit. The woman with the freckle face was spokeswoman inside the Capitol reporting about it. Nesto knows so much to be about what's going on the outside to be in the inside so long. Anyway, back to on the video. If you watch it, you will see she was jealous of her stepsister, estranged wife. What is he talking about? Anyway, back to the video. If you watch it, you will see she was jealous of her stepsister, comma, estranged wife, etc. You're correct about it being better once this is concluded and not having to be concerned with others' drama. What do you think about the video? Was that the one where she was on the bicycle? And did Bible Lady get the other video from him as well? So, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me give you some context. Good morning, love. He says, how's your day? Good, babe. Nestle says, did anyone get my police report yet? Sonia says, I'm getting it this week. I've been looking at apartments. May end up with a house. With what money? Ernest says, okay, baby, are you going here in Atlanta? Sonia says, is your attorney a girl? Has she come to see you yet? Sonia said, I sent your video of daughter to Hannah. And then Nesto says, damn, you finally saw the video? And then, of course, Hannah's no longer the attorney. It's Sean Hoover. He says, anyway, back on the video. If you watch it, you'll see she was jealous of her stepsister. Who was jealous? Is he trying to say Sheridan was jealous? Who was jealous? Estranged wife. What? So she was jealous of her stepsister and Shirley. Okay. Sounds like he's saying his daughter, I'm not going to say her name. I'll just say, we'll call her KK. KK was jealous of Sheridan and Shirley. And he says, was it the one where she was on the bicycle? And did Bible Lady get the other video from him as well? So there are two videos. Are you planning to stay in Atlanta? Or are you leaving and getting the RV and move on? I'm only more confident in the outcome of all this, especially knowing Joy feels I'm innocent on the R charge. He's going to tell her whatever he thinks he needs to tell her to get her to stay. I'm waiting to be indicted and for the information involved. And the person who sent the DM is absolutely correct. But so I'm staying calm. Okay, let's move on. That was interesting though. So there were two videos. Nesto says, is Bible Lady getting positive reactions from the past 2 weeks of content? No, Nesto, no. Sonia says, it's going well. Bible Lady's coming tomorrow to pray, to talk about how you feeling being innocent and sitting unjustly. I hear the RICO is supposed to stem from actions that happen in the barbershop with after hours activity. Some chick got on YouTube, of course, and said some things. Okay, so she's talking about, what is her name again? Is it Haley? What's her name? All right. I forgot the young lady's name. Which is why, if it was a crime and really happened, why wasn't it brought up back then? That ain't your business. 2009, don't respond. A lot of made up ish by people, it seems, for views. The DA is doing that with YSL. YouTube is incredible. 30% of BlackTube is true, if that. Black YouTube. Okay. Good morning, love. Not everyone think you're guilty. Chin up. That's a lot of support for you. Bible Lady, visit Thursday. Coming to the end. Got 7 more messages. Okay. So he says, are you still getting letters? This is Sonia. Are you still getting letters from people in any funds other than Naomi? What? Somebody named Naomi has been sending Nesto money? Are you still getting letters from people in any funds other than Naomi? Not since I've been here. Only you and Dre and this Naomi person. I did receive that letter from the Baltimore lady back in February. Besides that, you and Bible Lady have been my only visitors to date. No correspondence with anyone else to be had. But if Naomi wants to send some scriptures or positive words of encouragement, inform her that she can use the same Getting Out app that we're on. And who's going to pay for it? Side chick is going to pay for you to talk to somebody else? Okay. Maybe you have to instruct her on how to, but that's it. My mindset is that any help is graciously appreciated, and it relieves you of some of the pressure and weight on your shoulders. I don't know her, so I have no idea why she is helping me. But with all the positive seeds I planted in the world, it's not major shock. Okay, moving on. My blood pressure is extremely still high. I'm clueless as to why you'd be eating that fast food trash. You know it's not real, shaking my head. Hopefully Hopefully, though, I'll be indicted by court so we can move forward with all this. Tell Bible Lady she can just wait to see me next week in court. I just don't have any more conversation for YouTube until I'm free. Let's see. Let's see what else. Okay, so he says Middletown and Little 5 Points. Bible Lady coming at 10. The government lady received your prayers. I think I read these. Your prayers. The text you sent, she said it was nice. I'm hoping the news you received was great. All right. And then that's when Sonia says, Sylvia's diabetes been acting up. She won't make it. She will not make it. He says, I went to the doctor and had a prostate examination and my blood pressure is still extremely high. And Bible Lady did come today. It was good. Did you send the pics of you yet? So those are all the correspondence. I wanted to literally read them all. There's more, but that's all we're going to cover for this evening because that was a lot. Okay. And thank y'all for hanging in there. That was a whole lot. It really was a whole lot. What's going on, Jerome Street in the building? How you doing, King? It was a lot, but what it does show is that there seems to be some inappropriate conversations, behavior, exchanges of evidence. And Hazel, thank you so much, Taylor Plug. Hazel, I don't know what name I was saying or trying to say. I'm really awful when it comes to names. Hazel, okay? And she has a YouTube channel. I think it's I Am Hazel. And I believe her. The way she told that story, I absolutely believe her. So until it's been proven that, she was dishonest, I believe her. Ebony Woods believed, and that's why he is where he is, which he will remain once proven in court. I don't know Ernesto and his mess until I started a YouTube channel. Hope friend is okay. Yeah, there was a lot said by infamous Sylvia about the prosecution. There were claims the prosecution could potentially sue her for defamation. You never know. Could potentially sue her for defamation. But what I do know is she seems to be very concerned about some things that may be found in the evidence that has to be presented to the prosecution. So all we can do is wait and see. But I'm going to tell you something. She has a lot going on for a Christian woman. Her adoptive or foster child daughter is incarcerated. Because of her criminal record, she couldn't get the baby, so the baby's in foster care. She's facing 7 very serious criminal charges, right? Been arrested how many times now? How many times before you learn? Been caught in schemes and scams, lying to her own subs, and then getting upset when they found out about it, about the money. Because if people are giving you money, it's for, that's like, for example, give you an example. If I tell you that, someone in the chat, their house burned down in the California fires, they lost everything. I want to raise money on YouTube for them, right? And one of my mods say, well, I tell you what, I'm going to match whatever is raised, right? Just to explain the scam. I'm going to match. So if you raise $1,000, I'm going to match it. So more people want to give because that's more money that will be raised. But then the mod says, well, listen, instead of me matching, why don't we just go ahead and split the 1,000? Because remember, I did that thing for you, and you got to pay me back. So why don't you just pay me back with half the money that was provided? That is false pretense, right? It is not. It goes against YouTube policy to be trying to mass raise funds on Cash App like that on YouTube. It was done deceitfully, and her own people had enough. Okay. Because one of her mods paid for the lawyer to bail her out of Clayton County. And this person was saying that whatever cash apps come through, because they didn't want the super chats because YouTube takes a portion of that. Okay, so what? Right? And then she got to wait 30 days for it, damn near. So y'all give cash apps. I'm going to match it. So they rev everybody up. And then she says, well, look here, you didn't pay me back for the lawyer. So instead of me actually matching, we'll just split it. Did the people who gave that money know that that's what you were doing before they gave it? I started out the live, let me just go back, talking about my experience with this one right here. And it's about 2 hours in. And, I've been trying to keep the lives, around 2 hours or less. After I started speaking the truth about who she is, I don't care about calling me Wisdom's devil. I know who I am. I'm Wisdom's daughter. I know who I am. Okay? You can call me craphead. I don't care. You can call me crackhead. I know who I am. But it was the lies that, I wish I was her, and, saying things like I was calling her to try to see when we're going to go on another field trip, and I basically was chasing her tail. I have never chased a man, not a day in my life. I've never had to. They chase me. What in the hell would make you think that I would chase her fat ass for anything? For anything. I was doing fine on my own. I didn't need her to build my channel. But why would she say that? Because, she was trying to turn everybody against me, against Bougie, against Dennis Byron, against so many others, right? Telling everybody that, I'm following behind her, and I kept calling her. Calling you where? You show me the phone records, because I know at least one of her people are up in here. You go tell that fat rabbit ass that I said, you show me the phone calls, the phone log of me calling you, and the text message of me asking you to go on a field trip. But you know what I can show? Is her calling me. Because she has 2 phones and I have both numbers. But I don't dox people, so I'm not going to put her phone number out there, right? Her address is public record because she got a record. So her address is out there. Can't do nothing about that. So I'm not concerned about my survival. That was pettiness. But this woman right here, her greed, because everything she does extends from greed and wantonness. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Wantonness. That is going to be her downfall. Let me get to your comments before we wrap up. Jenny said, not fat rabbit ass. Go Roro said, oh my Jesus, help. Silverback also collected monies for a lawyer by deceiving her subs because she didn't have a paid lawyer. Her lawyer was and is appointed by the court since she couldn't afford one. I forgot about that. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. This is a despicable person. You think that this is somebody who should be on YouTube using this platform to scam people? Crying and carrying on and garnering sympathy? I fell for it. I fell for it initially. It didn't take long for me to see it for what it was. That Roro said, that thumbnail WD. You sending somebody to the lake of fire. Let me put it up one more again. One more again. I had fun creating this thumbnail. Y'all know I like putting together thumbnails. I had a lot of fun with this. She is going straight to the pits of hell whenever she leaves this world. Okay? There will be no purgatory for her. She going straight to hell. How many lives have you made about Sylvia? I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't give you a number, but you can go on my channel and count them. Okay, I have two channels dedicated to this type of content, so you can go check them out and make sure you subscribe while you're at it. Don't forget, you were gonna tell us about what happened between you and her, and that was when she didn't show up to meet you. My apologies, I'm about to pass out. My eyes are heavy. Oh no, I talked about that in the beginning. I've never watched her live. I was live and she was live. We were live simultaneously. I never watched to see what she was doing and what she was talking about. But apparently they were clowning, and so she didn't know who the F I am. Hold on, let me take this down because I need to look y'all in the face when I say this. She didn't know who the F I am. Okay. I am from the streets of New York City. I'm not talking about Queens. All right. I'm not from Queens. All right. I'm not from Brooklyn either, because you don't mess with Brooklyn. All right. I'm not from the Boogie Down. All right. You don't want to mess with Boogie Down either. They like to fight. All right. I'm not from Long Island, aka Strong Island. All right. I'm from Manhattan. We don't play around. Okay. I'm a woman of integrity, but I done told this lady before, don't poke the bear. Don't tempt me. I'm human. Okay. Jesus broke tables. All right. When he got upset. So if he could do that, anyway. But so I don't know what she thought I was, a guppy, looking for a friend. She didn't know who I am. My mother raised me to be a strong Black woman. Okay? Not afraid to be on my own and by myself. Never been afraid. Never chased a man, won't ever chase a woman. I've never had to chase money. I'm blessed. My mother's a giver. I'm a giver. Right? And so money chases me. I've never had to sell my soul for clicks, views, likes, popularity, a man, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Me want to be like that? Hell would freeze over first, and not even then. So she knows who I am now, I'll tell you that. Right? She knows who I am now. Okay? And it's as simple as that. I call a spade a spade. I'm tired of her hurting people. I just watched her live the other day where she berated this woman, talking about, oh, you're saying the word. Now she's up here mispronouncing words, but the condescending the heck out of this woman who's supporting her platform. Right? It had my blood boiling. Because that's not what YouTube is for. People don't come on YouTube for you to mistreat them. They don't come on YouTube for you to talk down to them. They don't come on YouTube for you to threaten them. I've never had to threaten anybody. You think people don't come up in my chat and say things that, try to spread propaganda or say things that are untrue, right? Or think they know something and think they know what's going on and they really, really don't. And I got to break it down, but I do it respectfully. I can shut you down respectfully, right? Silverback MO is to throw a rock and hide her hand, aka start mess, play the victim, scammer like Nesto inside. Well, that's who she rolls with. So those of you who've been hurt by this woman, those of you who've been betrayed by this woman, who've been talked about, lied to, lied on, all of those things, it's gonna be all right, okay? Because she is going to get her just due. There will be no grace. There will be no mercy. She's gonna get her just due, right? And if she don't get it in this life, well, I done already told y'all. When she leave this world, that one right there going straight to hell. That's why there's fire right there. And that's my honest opinion. Savannah said, your honesty and respect attracted me to your page. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. I give what I want in return. It's as simple as that. We have a kiki. People have had a kiki, about me, right? So I make a lot of funny faces, and if you catch the right frame, you might see one that's not pretty, and that's okay. And it's not that I'm coming for her. I don't know who this person was asking how many lies that I've done about her. Why does it matter? My job is to report on what's going on, right? To clarify, to expand upon, to bring receipts, to dispute, to refute. Okay? Would you like some more words? Whoever you were, right? Doesn't matter how many lives I've done on her. She has made herself content by inserting herself into this story on a level that is not just abnormal, but it's unhealthy, right? That's what it is. That was the whole purpose of this. Oh, my mind said they gone. And I typically do not kick people out of the chat. But don't, that's unnecessary. Okay. I'm speaking on the truth. All right. And that's all I'm doing. You don't have to like it, but don't play games because I'm not the one. Okay. Many people have tried and lost. So just don't. I feel like she was probably poor and not used to having anything. And this was her hustle to having things, in my opinion. Possible. She said allegedly, laugh out loud. I don't believe that to be the case at all. I believe that she found a way to kind of like Nesto, right? Nesto may have had a hard upbringing. My mom, I think I told you guys before, lived a true Cinderella story. Not like the cartoon either. She lived a true Cinderella story. I'm talking about the real horrible Cinderella story, right? I don't know if you guys have ever read, there is a book, and of course, the minute I mention the book, I can't think of the title, about all the Disney stories were based upon. I'll find it and put it in the comments. I can't do it right now. But anyway, it tells the real story. And in the real story of Cinderella, her stepsisters were trying to fit their big feet in this little glass slipper, and they actually broke their own toes in order to fold their feet to get them in, so that they could pretend that, it was them that had the slipper, right? Poverty doesn't make you do things like that. Greed does. Okay. My mom grew up poor. She grew up in the worst projects in the Lower East Side. And if you know anything about the Lower East Side, then you know what projects I'm talking about. It's not that many of them on the Lower East Side, but there's one in particular that everybody knows about. Okay. She grew up around crackheads and everything else. People coming and going in the house, drinking and carrying on, and all types of unsavory things going in the house. She didn't become a gold digger, right? She didn't marry men just to take their money. She made her own. She got her education. She got married. She had me. She raised me, and she got out there and she made her money. And she didn't have to, she hustled, but she didn't hustle people. The hustle was the grind. It was her working hard, not scamming people for $1, right? That's not necessary. If you're doing what you should do, sometimes money just going to drop in your lap. And it's not going to be because you lied. It's not going to be because you cried. It's not going to be because you are sending people naked pictures that people don't want to see in the first place, right? It's not going to be because of any of that, Anyway, I'm so sick of this lady. I'm really sick of this lady. Now, some of the lives I did because I was feeling petty, but a lot of it was just to expose what's going on. Because for every person that doesn't know who she is going to learn the hard way, right? I saw who she was from get-go, right in the beginning, and exit stage left, right? But there are a lot of people that are finding out the hard way. They're giving up their hard-earned dollars, all right? Thinking that she's a good person, only to be betrayed, belittled, mistreated, abused, used, threatened. And she talking about people ganging up on her. If I wasn't who I was, I would go to her house and whoop her tail. I would mollywop her big behind all up and down that rental house. That's so sad that he would film his daughter having a breakdown, and the nerve of Sylvia back showing it on her channel is disturbing. I give her credit for not putting it out in the general section, right? Because in members at $4.99, not that many people were going to see it, right? There are people who paid that money because that's how bad they wanted to watch it. And you wouldn't believe who they were. You wouldn't believe who they were if I told you. Allegedly, Bible lady and her husband, S.A. Ruth, she explained it and said they dropped charges against the husband and charged her with not knowing how to care for someone's mental health issues. Yeah, Kelsey, that's thank you for raising that. And just a trigger warning. This might be too much for some people, and that's okay because we're about to end anyway. But don't leave yet, because I always say I'm gonna end, and then I give some juicy stuff, and then y'all miss it. So don't leave yet. It's alleged, right? It is alleged. The records are sealed because I've tried to get them. Okay, but I've been told from a couple of sources about this situation. Even seeing your comment, it's like, what? So Infamous and her husband allegedly assault a child. And when I say a child, I don't mean necessarily like a little kid, a middle schooler, but still. This is someone who is mentally delayed. How do you SA your foster kid or your adoptive daughter? Who does that? And then they drop the charges against the husband and charge her. I know that she was charged. Okay? I know that she was charged. That's why she couldn't have that baby, Ruth's baby. This woman is sick. Okay? She's about as disgusting as R. Kelly. Sonia is getting kickbacks from Sylvia that she splits with Nesto. It's all a money grab. Okay. The lies are being exposed, baby. I remember when I first... Okay, I read that. Lord, who in their right mind was jealous of Sonia? Or Sylvia? Nobody. Off topic, my apologies, but why did Ias and her husband get divorced? They got divorced because this was too much. So ultimately, he had another family in Africa. Okay? Now, people believe what they want to believe. Sylvia knew this was a green card marriage. She was just hoping that he would come to love her. And with the police coming to the door... Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. With the police coming to the door, the sheriff and all of that. One second, y'all. Hold on one second. With the police coming to the door, these warrants that she had, the stuff with Ruth and carrying on, it was too much. It was too much for him. So I gotta go off video for a second. It was too much. And he didn't want to deal with it anymore. So I believe he went back to whatever country in Africa he's from. I don't know if it's Uganda. I feel like it's Uganda. I feel like she said it was Uganda. But he didn't sign up for that. He wanted to become a U.S. citizen. He wanted a green card. But he certainly didn't leave the beautiful continent of Africa to come to the United States just to end up in jail. So, and I think it was all the other stuff. There was a situation with a car. That's another case that she's dealing with out of Fulton County. They sold her husband's car to someone. And I know who the someone is. I'm just not going to say it. To someone. And allegedly, he was supposed to take over their mortgage payments. They couldn't afford the mortgage on the car anymore. So they sold it to someone who was going to take over the payments. And this person wanted to get the car in their name. Now, there's a way to do that. But whatever happened, I don't know if payments were stopped because they weren't willing to work with him to get his name on the vehicle or to get the loan put in his name or whatever they were trying to do. But apparently or allegedly, Sylvia was basically telling her husband, you shouldn't have sold him the car. That's my car. And it wasn't her car. It's her husband's car. It was just a bad deal. And just word to the wise. Don't ever sell your vehicle to somebody. And the manner in which you sell the vehicle consists of you're going to keep the lien on the vehicle, the loan on the vehicle in your name and just have someone make the payments to you. Because if you do that, they could stop making payments and you're still responsible. They could completely walk away. They could take your car and run. I'm not saying that's what this person did. I'm just saying. So it was just a bad situation. And then she tried to, keep the car from them and was doing all type of stuff. And I guess now she's trying to say that the person stole the car or whatever. The person doesn't have the car anymore. So that's the whole situation. So again, it's always something with her. The R. Kelly stuff and this, that, and the third. It's always something with her. And I think he was just done. I think he really was just done. Okay, let me get to a couple of your comments before we... Wait, who? Oh no, mods. Wow, not good. Miss, I know exactly who you're talking about. Dirty work. All right now. Let's see. Covered that one. I need to change my name again. She paid her bond or lawyer on her Amex card. Correct. So the person, the mod that paid for the lawyer. I'm not gonna say the mod's name. I know it, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to, it doesn't matter which mod it was. Okay. I can tell you it wasn't Randa. Randa ain't got it like that. Randa don't have an Amex card. I'm pretty sure she don't have an Amex card. But this person, trying to, help out their content creator of choice and put it on her Amex card. And Sylvia had not paid her any money back. She had not given her anything to put back on her Amex to help, pay for the bill. So they came up with this scheme to have people, and Sylvia's complaining, you've never heard any other content creator complain about getting super chats and super stickers. Nobody. I don't care if it's $1.99, 99 cents, or $99. It's all appreciated because you don't have to. You don't have to. Complaining because YouTube takes some of the money. That's how it works. Right? That's how it works. So they came up with the elaborate scheme of getting people in the chat. And it was mostly mods. Because if you go over there, it's all blue. She make everybody a doggone mod. Right? Get them to raise money. Not raise money, but to help support her because she wasn't working, and let's help her so she can pay her rent, and she got demonetized and she don't have money, and yada, 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 yada. All right? But they deceived the people who were giving the money. Yeah? They deceived the people. So, and that is the problem. That in lie, is why I do this. Because somebody else is going to end up a victim of infamous Sylvia, but not on my watch. If I can do anything about it, right? If I can do anything about it. Now, it's up to whoever's listening to decide what they believe. Sometimes you got to hear it a few times because like many people who have found out the hard way, I too was warned about infamous Sylvia. And I took the warning with a grain of salt. But once I saw what happened, or not saw what happened, but once I had my experience with her, I said, nope, not now, not ever. Okay? She timed me out because I checked her about her making fun of laughing at someone saying that they only sent her $2.32 or some amount close to that. And that's what I'm talking about. That's their money. I don't care if it's 32 cents. I would never be offended if somebody gave me a super chat of 32 cents. That might be all they have to give. And they don't have to give it. Right? Appreciate what you get because it all adds up, does it not? Unbelievable. Yes, I want to start a petition to get her kicked off YouTube. Right? Because of the fraud, because of the constant abuse, because of the lies, the misrepresentation, all that. So if any of you want to work with me on this endeavor, email me. Hold on one second. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Email me at iamwisdomsdaughter.com. Okay? If you want to send me a Cash App, I have to fix this banner. You're not going to send it to Bad Girls Talk. That account doesn't exist anymore. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and fix it right now because I don't want you to be confused. You're going to send it to I Am Wisdom's Daughter. That's if you want to send me a Cash App. Okay, I would never turn away a super chat or a super sticker. All right, I'm just humbled by the fact that anyone would deem me worthy of wanting to give up their hard-earned coins. Okay, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. All right, last one. She degrades. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. She degrades the mods and subs that don't give her over $50. That's why she is not a blessed person. And Jerome says, so that's what I was doing. I was trying to go through Gmail. I'm not sure what that's about. I only want to make sure. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. But anyway, getting back to this last comment from Savannah Clover. She degrades the mods and subs that don't give her over $50. That's why she's not a blessing. She's not a blessed person. I'm going to end on this. People are grown. Okay. They have their own mind. They can see what we see. Some people choose to believe the lie in spite of all the red flags. Everybody moves at their own pace. It takes some people a little bit longer. Right? And so if they choose to stay over there and continue to be abused and mistreated, well, I don't know what to say about that. There are some people that just may feel obligated. And that's why I say surviving Sylvia, because there are some people that don't even realize they're being victimized. You have people who have suffered abuse, not necessarily physical abuse, but different forms of abuse, physical included, who did not understand they were being abused. Oh no, he just got angry. Oh no, I set him off. I made him angry. I shouldn't have done what I did. I should have made the food so salty. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have looked at him that way. I should have made his coffee the way that he likes it. Right? I should have reheated his plate. I should not have made the plate so hot. All types of excuses to justify the abuse. Oh, he didn't mean that. Oh, he talks to everybody like that. The devil is a lie. Okay? There are some people being abused over there that don't even understand that that's what's happening. Oh, she's just like that. She's like that with everybody. It's still abuse. And I want it to stop. I want it to stop. If we kill that platform and all her other channels attached to it, she cannot do this anymore. TikTok is back temporarily, but it's probably going to go away again. Right? She won't be able to do what she's doing on other platforms the way she's getting away with it on YouTube. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to drop the link one more time, give you an opportunity to share anything you want to share before we close. All right? And if not, I'm going to read just these last few comments because they look good. And then we will close. All right. So Miss CLC, much better today. Jenny Knopf on the block. If any of you want to come up and speak, you are quite welcome to do so. Mrs. CLC says, laugh out loud. Don't forget when the house got TP. Laugh out loud. And her daughter, Dallas, went live, said, we got lawyers. We lawyered up. Knowing all the time they came there to serve a subpoena from Dana J, allegedly. I think they were trying to blame that on Dennis at the time, if I'm not mistaken, saying that Dennis sent the sheriff to the house. I think it was Dennis. They were trying to blame somebody. The first time I sent someone a Cash App, it was $1.99 because I didn't know how to work the payments. And that's okay. I did the same thing. I don't know who I gave it to, but I did the same thing. I said, I don't mind throwing away $2. Let me just make sure this works. Jenny from the block says that she's on a fixed income, right? And she feels in her heart, she said, but I feel in my heart that you will appreciate any gift sent. That's correct. That's how it should be. It is a cult over there. Wisdom, you got me clutching my pearls and speechless. That's jam. I had to speak the truth, y'all. And please don't fault me for my passion. I just don't like to see mistreatment. I see this woman treating a man who has appeared to hurt and harm so many men and women. He hasn't been found guilty yet. His innocence hasn't been proven either, and the evidence doesn't look good, no matter what this man says. So she will go and support that fool so she can see him because she's lonely, so she can buddy up to him, so she can send him, her naked breasts, okay, and her playing with adult toys. But she will clown somebody and belittle them for sending under $50. That's a lot of money. And mistreat people in the chat. So you're treating convicted criminals and pedophiles and everything else, pedos, like, they're the gift to the world, God's gift to the world. But then you are mistreating the everyday person? No. Something's wrong with that lady. I'm sorry. Jerome said, I'll definitely come up in the future. I wish I called you earlier. We will be talking for a long time tonight. It's okay, because I'm probably going to end up doing a part 2, but not necessarily just a continuation of this per se, but just we'll be talking about some injustices and what's wrong with the system, and we'll be talking about some things. So you will definitely have an opportunity to share, because I have a number of other stories that I do need to cover. And so there will be an opportunity for us to talk. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the live. Again, if you didn't like the video on the way in, make sure you like the video on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. To those of you who are in the bushes, I appreciate you. And this is a safe space. So whenever you're ready, no pressure, you take your time. But when you feel led to come out and introduce yourself, Wisdom's Daughter will be here. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.